Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Jet Radio 1400. This is the Catania Chronicles, the half hour we spend every week with Sam and the gang from Sam Catania Painting, and special guests as well. We always have a good time. We have no script whatsoever, so I'm going to say that going in.
We were talking about that coming in. Our special guest is...
Good morning, Erie. Mark Pirrello from the Erie Seawolves.
A.K.A. Pie Man.
Okay.
True. I don't know what else to say that.
So, we were talking on the way in, and I said, yeah, Pie, we have no script. He's like, oh, what are we going to talk about? I said, no, JoJo.
Yeah,
JoJo Catania's here. He's over. You can't see him. He's hiding. You don't need to see him.
There's a reason for that. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't look good anyway.
He's definitely got a radio face. But he said,
Thanks.
He says to Mark, so what are we going to talk about? And Mark said, probably the Seawolves.
Probably
Just a
the
hunch.
Seawolves, yeah.
You know.
Probably, yeah.
We
Probably
don't,
the Seawolves.
Just to let you guys know, we don't script this. We don't discuss bullet points. What are we going to talk about? Maybe we should discuss this.
We have no
Maybe
idea.
we should.
Here.
We have no idea. And I told Pie Man, I said to Mark, yeah, when you're talking, I'm probably going to see a squirrel somewhere, and I'm going to take off. So it just happens.
Yes, it
does. The
does.
whole conversation is going to shift.
Literally Chevy Chase and
Yes.
Christmas Vacation. Squirrel!
Right.
That's very true. But, however, I don't even know if we need bullet points because Sam Catania Painting and myself, in my capacity in radio, we go way back with the Seawolves, you know.
We do.
Way back,
do.
Mark. We've done a lot together. All of us in this room have, worked together in a lot of ways.
No, absolutely. And what a great relationship for the Seawolves with iHeart and, just as importantly, Sam Catania Painting.
I believe, Mark could correct me, I believe we started the Seawolves, we started our relationship, I think it was 2010 or 2011.
It's been a long
either
time.
the end of 10 or the beginning of 11.
I've been there since 1996, so sometimes the years do run together.
Yeah.
But, it sounds about
Been
right.
there a while.
Sounds about right. So
couple
now,
years.
the fact that we've been able to keep this relationship has been fantastic.
Yeah. Not Mark's choice. He's been trying to get rid of me for a while.
Well, you can't blame him.
Those who know Sam, that's fine.
You can't blame him there.
I've got, Mark has no idea about this.
Sure.
I'm going to bring this up.
Okay.
Bring it up.
I have an incredible story. So, Mark will catch on quick. You two, JoJo and AC, you won't have any idea what's going on.
We never do.
No, we never do.
We're pretty
So, I'm down, I want to say it was approximately, I'm going to go back about 5 years. I'm standing in Mark's office.
Okay.
You with me yet?
No. Keep going.
And let me just say a name, Opie.
The tumble of all
Yes,
tumbles.
you got it.
Yes.
So-
Oh, tumbles.
So I'm standing in Mark's office. I just get there. I haven't been
It was
there
a
long.
fluke, actually, that Sam, just to be clear, it was a fluke that Sam was there at the time.
We didn't have a
Okay.
meeting.
He
I
should
just
really
popped
not.
in.
His crew was just working as normal,
Right.
and he came to my office, and he'll continue.
And like I said, we didn't have a meeting. I just popped in. Hey, Pie Man, what's up? So we're talking. What's going on, Mark? And I was there. I wasn't there, but
10 minutes.
yeah, I was going to say 5, 10, 15 minutes. And Mark gets a call on the radio.
Two-way radio, yeah.
Two-way radio.
Two-way radio.
Saying,
Bad news.
We need you behind home plate immediately.
Catania man down.
Yeah, we have a Catania man down.
Oh.
And we're like, we're used to messing with
Jokes
each
and
other.
yeah,
pranks
exactly.
and
He
jokes
actually
and
thought I put it up to it.
Yeah,
Like
I did.
he was there. Oh, okay, I got.
Yeah,
and he
this
just
is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just walked in.
Lots
I've been
of
here
people
10
around.
minutes, and you guys are saying, "Oh, Catania man down."
Yeah.
And
Whatever.
then I finally gave him a look that gave him the notion that this isn't a drill. Like, I actually do not know what's going on. I do not know what's going
the look
on.
you and I just
Yeah,
had,
I like the look
just
you
now,
well.
Yes.
The look you and I just had going on.
The look you gave me frightened me. I don't want to talk about that.
AC, we all feel that way.
Good luck sleeping tonight.
Right.
And it's
Haunt
funny
my
because
dreams.
yes, and I looked at Mark and I'm like, all right, good job, that's great. I'm onto it already. He gives me this look that we can't describe.
Yeah.
This look, and we're like, uh-oh, this is
serious.
Something is bad.
Yeah.
This is serious.
Yeah.
So we go running out.
Literally
and-
kind of like behind home plate, the old entryway, 206 area where the carts are and stuff.
And we see, it's hard to explain what we saw. Opie one of our employees.
I know what we saw.
Yeah.
We saw a ladder literally on its side. We saw
see
Opie
a-
on his other
We
side.
see a circle of people. A circle of people.
man.
You know, like there's a fight. There's a fight.
Yeah.
People are circling around. There's somebody in the middle. He's laying down.
Right.
He's sitting there. And they're trying to talk to him. And apparently that day, Mother Nature, she wasn't too pleased with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Picked up a ladder from, this ladder was how far away?
Several feet from what I hear.
Yeah, I mean, it was a
20
20-foot
20
ladder.
feet, 20
and
foot, 30 foot
so it was a
away.
20-foot ladder, and, the banner itself is probably 8 feet long. So I think that ladder was on one side. He was on the other side with a shorter ladder. The sign itself is on a diagonal, so he was on the shorter part. So you only need like a 6-footer to reach that section of it.
For
But
you
they-
contractors out there,
Yeah.
to be technical, I think it was either a 16 or a 24. I don't exactly remember.
Probably a 16.
But
I don't think
either way, irrelevant.
Yeah.
Picked it up, shot it through the air, and knocked him off his stepladder. He's up on the ladder using a hammer drill in concrete.
Right. And we actually thought at the time that he fell off the big ladder because
Right.
we didn't know the circumstances.
Yeah,
But
because
ultimately.
the big ladder was under him.
Yeah. Well,
We're
you would
thinking,
think
he
that,
fell
sure.
off the big ladder.
Sure.
Right.
Well, as we got more of the story,
Fortunately,
Yeah.
he actually fell off the small ladder.
Yeah.
And granted, the big ladder hit him. That was the unfortunate
Yeah.
part. But his fall was not dramatic
Right,
as far
from
as
that
going
height.
down 24
So-
feet instead of 5, 6 feet.
So we're asking him, hey, how are you doing? I'm good. You all right? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. What's your birthday? Clueless.
Oh, boy.
What-
Not good.
What's your name?
What year is it?
Yeah,
I had no idea. 1948.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great. All right, what's your name? He stumbled over that one, remember?
Yeah.
He was stumbling. He's like, he actually hesitated,
doubt he
thought about it, and there was nothing there.
So ultimately, he was concussed.
Yeah.
So then,
No question.
Wow.
as this is all going on, do you remember this? As this is all going on, somebody, I don't remember who it was, somebody yelled, "Watch out!" We look up, and there's the hammer drill is still up there.
Oh,
In
man.
the concrete.
Oh,
the
my
bit
God.
is in the concrete,
Yeah.
teetering.
Oh my God.
Just teetering in the wind, teetering.
Oh,
and someone
man.
screams, "Look out!" and
Yeah.
oh my God, somebody get a ladder, hurry up. Everyone's climbing the ladder trying to get it, because if that would have fallen,
Oh, somebody's really
he's
hurt.
right under it.
Oh, sure.
There's a
yeah.
circle of people
Yeah.
around him.
Sure.
Somebody's getting hit.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
That was intense.
a pretty heavy tool to get hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah.
That was about 5 years
Pretty
ago.
dangerous.
Yeah, I don't remember when he
Because
left
he
and then
moved.
came back. But
He moved
yeah.
in 2017.
But yeah, it was that was
maybe 6 years ago.
Scary
that
stuff.
was a
That
crazy
intense.
situation that we
Neither one of
didn't
us.
plan on.
I mean, I thought it was a prank.
No?
He's looking at me like, "This is legit right now."
Yeah.
I'm not buying it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, but speaking about pranks and things that actually are pranks and fun, we were talking off air, but one of the things that I've always admired about the Seawolves organization, and you seem to get better and better at it, is having the fun, doing the pranks, doing the jokes, because people, I don't know if people understand, we talk a lot about Sam's commercials and marketing here.
Sure.
I don't know if people understand with minor league baseball, yes, you want to go see a baseball game. You want to see players play well.
No question.
But another part of minor league baseball, a big part, is staying in the public consciousness, and you have to have fun doing it, and you have to be innovative, and it kind of never ends, Mark.
we have a it's not even a new philosophy. It's just been a philosophy, I would say, since 2011, which is you have to be relevant all year round. That's first of all. Our facility has grown to a point where we can be relevant all year round. With our new amenities, I mean, Stadium Club. We just literally had a meeting last
glad you
night.
brought that up. Please keep talking about that.
We had a meeting last night where we actually signed a local union to meet at the Seawolves once a month.
Sweet.
But literally, this
Yeah.
you want me to talk about? We'll talk about.
Yeah,
The Stadium
yeah, yeah,
Club is literally for those who don't know, it's a room that it's roughly 200 capacity, and we can actually use this room for game days, non-game days. It is. I guess pictures don't do it justice. You have to walk in this room.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
I mean, it's
so
so unique.
incredible that we are in August. We're having our fantasy football draft there.
But it's like the most upscale of upscale
It
fantasy
is
football drafts.
amazing. It's
Yeah.
state of the
Yeah.
art.
Yeah. So we have a wedding rehearsal booked. as far as wedding rehearsal, dinner. We have like 3 Christmas parties booked already. Literally, we had 3 last year, and we did it on very short time. I expect to have at least a dozen this year.
To add to that, it's not just for Erie Seawolves events, people. This is
365 a year.
Yes, correct.
So, yeah.
A place that we can actually use for things.
You know, it's funny because we also know, respectfully speaking, we're in Erie, and we didn't price ourselves out on this one.
Right.
It's extremely affordable. Affordable to the point where literally we have a union that's meeting every month. So,
Yeah.
Sorry.
You all right over there, JoJo?
Mm-hmm. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
Even you can afford it, JoJo.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Is there a squirrel? Oh, sorry.
No big deal.
JoJo looked at me like this. I couldn't hold it in.
Were you distracted by someone of the fairer gender, perhaps? No?
I don't know what gender that was.
Okay, you know what gender. Okay.
Folks in Erie, downtown Erie, lovely folks.
Downtown Erie fashion
Caught
show.
Sam's eye, and okay, so
Now
we
we
can
can't
continue.
do it.
Sam's gone.
Sam's gone.
We've gotten rid of him.
JoJo, we got this. Finally.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I wanted to bring up about the Seawolves is working down there and hanging all the signs and doing all of the stuff down there is one of the things that I think our company really benefits from, because it's the type of thing that we get the recurring work every year, and it's one of the hardest things to produce in the painting industry.
Yes.
So just being able to go down there and hang the signs every year,
Sure.
it kind of gives us a nice head start every spring. You know what I mean? We
Absolutely.
always have that work sitting there for us.
Nice
And,
kickoff.
yeah, it's a big deal to us.
Well,
and I try to
and-
make sure, like, I do everything that the Seawolves need us to do.
Sure.
That's
I bel-
really my biggest point.
I believe this was your first year.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I thought.
I have done other things down there,
Yes,
but very limited.
nothing like
Pockets.
this.
Sure.
Because
Very limited. I'd be
it's
down there for a day.
It's evolved since our relationship started. We started with an artist and a lot of painting, a lot of artwork,
Sure.
and since
Technology's
2010 or
evolved.
11,
Yeah.
technology, it's just completely evolved to the point where we don't paint down there.
Not really. I mean, there is
Other than the
something,
dugout
but-
tops.
Dugouts.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly.
Dugouts. And that's not every year.
No. Touch-ups and that,
Just
but
dugouts.
yeah. No.
So
That's pretty amazing.
it is. It
this
is.
is awesome. Compliment to Mark.
But I'll tell you, though, when you look at the way the Seawolves use, colors in their marketing, you look at the Pinatas logo, or you look
Yes.
at your Snow Wolves, or you look at, I love the Irish Heritage stuff that's currently in the team shop. All that stuff is done really, really well, and I assume a lot of thought goes into it.
I credit. I'm going to give credit absolutely where due. Greg Coleman. He has
GC.
contacts. He has contacts in the industry, and like the Seawolves, it's been our motto along. We look for the best, and we want the best for the Erie community and the surrounding regions. So, when he goes out and he has contacts with
GC
some of the
rocks.
some of the
Yeah,
best,
it's pretty great.
some of the best designers in our industry. I mean, we're not, respectfully speaking, if you do designs in sports, you should do designs in sports. If you do designs in other areas, that's fine. We went to those folks who do designs in
Specialize in
sports.
that area.
Exactly. So, we have rhyme or reason to this. It's the Snow Wolves came to be because we have an awesome partner with Aaron's, who's a snowblower company, and that all came together. We're the Erie Pinatas because our owner, we're owned by an awesome owner, Fernando Aguirre, born and raised in Mexico City. And so, for the first things he said was, we need a universal mark that is going to be celebrated by all.
Yeah.
Not just.
And it took off, too. That's what I love is
Yes.
that you guys introduced the pinatas, and everybody wanted some pinatas wear.
Yes.
And
It did
like
not matter who you were.
Right, and the community just embraced it rather than saying this is a specialty thing.
Sure. No, absolutely.
Because it's so cool.
Yeah, and for the most, we might have confused a couple of fans. We apologize, but we do become the Erie Pinatas for a couple of games.
Yes, yes.
If you don't want to embrace that,
I'm
fine.
glad
We
you
have
brought
plenty
that
of
up.
games. We have plenty of games that we're still just the Erie Seawolves. No
Yep,
problem.
yep.
But yeah, again, with between that, some of our other marks. Now we have some new marks with, like, for instance, check out the black hat with the green brim and the Halloween mark. That is that's one of my favorite ones that just came out. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Do we want to mention what a Seawolf is or not?
We can. We can.
JoJo brought it up.
We were
today.
talking
JoJo
off
said-
air about it, yeah.
Yeah.
He
Because
said,
I had no idea if it was actually a creature or not. Or
JoJo said, I don't even know what a Seawolf is.
I had no idea.
We'll make a long story short on this one for sure. So when the Seawolves first started, we were a Pittsburgh Pirates affiliate back in 1995 through 98, and we were a short season affiliate of the Pirates. And a Seawolf is actually an infant, like a toddler pirate. So
Baby
that's
pirate.
where it came to. That's where it came to be.
None of us knew that. Don't feel bad.
I had
Yeah.
no idea.
we're looking at each other like, really?
So in
I mean, I know the West Mill
ahead.
Creek Coyote. That's an actual coyote.
right.
So,
Right.
that's different.
But 1999, the pirate affiliation went to Altoona, and
Right.
but the Erie community, they loved the name so much that we had to stick with it. And
Well, yeah, and we were talking off air too about how a lot of teams have moved to these more fun names.
sure.
And they would have the Akron Arrows used to be the Arrows, now they're the Rubber Ducks. But
Right.
the Seawolf is already marketable.
Yeah.
It's already got that quality in it.
Credit back in '95, it kind of fell in our lap back when Palisades baseball and Alan Levin owned the team. But give him a lot of credit.
Yeah.
They came up with a really great name to start, and we really haven't had to go away from that. So yeah, we're happy with it. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, good for them. Obviously, there's a reason why they picked Jumbo Shrimp. The Rubber Ducks had to rename to the Rubber Ducks. Well, it's because they got a big tire plant in there, and plus to kids, Rubber Ducks are fun. So
Do you want to explain the new format this year?
It's all about fun.
We
Not
can.
specific dates, just so people understand.
Yeah. So last year we actually started the Eastern League in Major League Baseball. A little more player friendly as far as travel. So we actually we go 6 on for the most part, 6 on, 6 off. So the league is off on Mondays. So nobody plays on Mondays ever. So you're either home Tuesday through Sunday, or you're on the road Tuesday through Sunday. And what it allows us to do is we play the same opponent for all 6 games. That way, it's not a 3-gamer or a 4-gamer or 2
Right.
3-gamers where you're traveling in between. Major League Baseball did want to make a conscientious decision to make player amenities a little more favorable for them, and that's great. And I think it's worked out great for us too. So the other big change we made. One thing to note, we do have sometimes back-to-back 6-gamers.
Right,
And
right.
sometimes we're on the road back-to-back 6-gamers. I think that only happens twice. So
Well,
Yeah.
I would think that the players and the managers would prefer that far better. Even if you do have to play the same team 6 games in a row, I would figure that it's less travel and it's less crap on them.
Sure.
I
You know
won't.
what I mean?
I won't necessarily speak on their behalf, but what I will say is that from a front office standpoint, it's actually a lot easier for us to, whether it's planning, whether it's staffing, it's so much more consistency. There used to be times where we used to be home for a quick 3, back on. We're on the road,
remember
back home
that.
for a quick 3, back on the road.
Yeah.
And that just that's the consistency of this is much better. So.
Well, and for the fans too, who are planning to come to a game, that's one big difference I think with minor league baseball. The way you guys do it is, okay, say I've got a 3-year-old, and maybe I come and watch 3-4 innings, and that's cool. Before they start getting cranky. That's you can't do that at a Pirates game. You can't do that at a Yankees game. You pay so much, the beer's so expensive, you got to be there 9+ innings.
Well, one of the things I would even add to that is that now, with the exception of firework nights in June, July, all of our games are at 6:05. All of our
true.
night games
That's
are at
true.
6:05.
Right.
That's really true.
Where
That's a
in
good
the
move.
past, June, July, and August, we'd go to 7:05. No, we are trying to make this more family friendly. I speak from experience. I've got a 5-year-old, and come 10 o'clock, on a 7:05 start, while he's having fun, I get him in the car, and 2 minutes later, he's out.
Right.
And he's crashed.
True. Right.
Where, this year, you can probably get out of there most games so far by 9, and
Well,
you can
it's perfect.
still do your bed routine, still get him
Yeah.
to bed a decent hour. You can come on a school night
Yeah.
because it's not that big a deal. Like, you had time to get your homework done, boom, come down to the
Sure.
park and still have time to
We,
do your
uh,
family stuff.
We also have 3 Catania nights coming up this year.
We do.
Oh, there you go.
We do.
We try to do 3 Catania nights
Yes.
every year.
I'll
Yes.
be at every
So-
one of them probably.
We're thinking
have a-
June,
Try to
We're
anyway.
June, July, and September.
something like
Yeah, June,
specific
July,
dates to be announced. But yeah. Yep.
If you want,
So-
if you want specific dates, we'll be putting them on Facebook, LinkedIn, all this stuff.
Yes.
all the social
Yes.
media platforms.
And that goes in and ties with the partnership of obviously
Yeah.
us with Catania Painting. So
Yeah.
Well, with
Very
Catania
cool.
nights, what that means, just to be specific, is if you want tickets, you contact us to get tickets.
right.
and we honor those tickets.
Right.
Thanks to Mark and Seawolves.
Well, and also thanks to Catania Painting and the different services they provide.
Right.
So it's underwritten by Sam.
Right.
So.
And we try to, what was our record? 472.
Yeah,
I wanna say.
it was like 470, something like that, and a
we
lot
had
of folks showed
we
up.
Had like a 74% turnout rate,
Yeah,
which
That's
is more
awesome.
corporate style.
yeah.
Since then,
Yeah.
we haven't done well. We've been playing with it, toying with it over the years. We've landed
Tweaks, trial and error, all that.
tweaks. Yeah,
Yep.
we've landed.
And obviously we're playing baseball again.
we landed 50% below, and it's like
Yeah.
God, we
a lot
gotta
of folks
figure
are
this
still
out.
trying to get back in the groove with.
Oh, sure.
To be honest with you, I think some people knew we played last year, but maybe they were still hesitant to come out, which is perfectly fine. But this year, seems like they're not as hesitant.
I think so. I will tell
yeah.
you, Mark, I remember way back months ago telling people on the radio and on social media that, hey, even if there's a strike in Major League, minor league's going to play. And people were like, really? Really? I mean, you can tell that they were
Yes.
happy about that news.
Sure.
They're amped up and ready to go.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was clearly a union versus non-union thing, but
Yep.
ultimately we try to tell people 10 different ways, and you have to these days for that message to resonate, because people get their information from different places.
Well.
But ultimately, it's like, yes, please understand, plan on coming. We're playing. It's not going to be affected at all, and it wasn't. But you know what? MLB got it done,
Yeah,
and
they did.
So ultimately, everybody's happy.
That's true, but I'll tell you, when I
And there's
tweet
baseball.
when I
Yes.
when I tweet about baseball and Fernando retweets it, I know I did something good. It's like, okay,
No question.
I made an impact today.
No question. No question. So, So, look, our sales have been good so far. Obviously, if we were home this week, that would probably been good with Mother
Yeah,
Nature.
if only.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
we know eventually it's going to be like this all the time, and at least our long-term sales suggest that it's going to be a fantastic summer.
Yeah.
However, if you haven't been to a game yet, my message to you is it's simple. We have games now in May, June, July, August. We even play into September, a couple weeks in September. If you don't come regularly, come to one game a month.
Yeah,
That's
that's the
come to one game a month. Literally, it's a game in May. Granted, May is almost halfway over, but May, June, July, August, September.
And for the
think how
following-
many days there are.
sure. And
Come to one game
For
a month.
Erie, how do they get into specialized seating?
Well, there's a couple different things we got. First of all, when you come up to the window of the day of the game, please do me a favor. Don't buy your tickets day of. If you know you're going to come that week, buy them in advance, because you're going to save money. So if you're in the upper box seats, you come down day of, they're $15 a piece. If you come down even the day before or before that, it's $12 a piece.
So there you go.
Because we want to promote advanced sales. We want to get folks used to buying in advance.
Sure.
Even if it's the day before.
And you can do it on your phone. It's not a big
Yes.
deal.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's
come on.
easy as ever.
What if somebody wants club seating?
Well, we could do that too.
Yeah.
We could do that too.
I mean, do they go to the window and ask?
Yeah. So we're gonna let me finish this point. So if you know you're gonna come once a month, buy something called a paw pack. It's literally a $95 book of 10 tickets, and it's $9.50 a piece.
Amazing.
And you
Great deal.
you literally turn them into the window. You get upper box seating. You can use one at a time. You can use 10 at a time. Whatever you need to do. So again, another chance to save money in a time where we all know life's a little more expensive these days. So
Yeah, and gas prices aren't healthy.
We want to keep this affordable, and we want to give the Erie region a break from maybe your realities that ultimately
what
you
we
just
need.
want to you want to lose yourself at the ballpark for a little bit.
That's one of the things I wanted to say is, like, growing up in Erie and being around Erie my whole life, I mean, we're kind of a backwoods city. We don't have the huge population. But if you go down to the field, it looks that field is gorgeous.
Yes, it
I
is.
spent a lot of time on it. The
Yes.
grass is like every blade of grass is in the right place. The infield looks incredible every time they pull the mat off of it. It's just absolutely beautiful, and it's like that's in our city. We get to that's ours.
Do you want to talk to
the
people
fun
about-
zone's back to full capacity. I mean, we are back. We are back.
All right.
Do you want
we
to talk
have
to people about the expansion?
Well, we're almost out of time, Sam. So
Already?
you might have to bring
What,
Mark
you keep
back.
shortening it?
I might be the second time guest. What is this?
I
No.
think we're
Yeah.
We should do that.
I know, right?
The second inning.
Second.
second inning. There we
that's
go.
good.
There you go.
I like it.
AC, that's what you
AC,
get
there's a
for
reason why
32.
you're here.
Yeah, there's a reason why we brought you, AC.
There's a reason why they pay me all that money.
But no, real quick, I know Sam wanted to touch on it. Yes, Stadium Club. It's a $30 ticket. Literally, assuming it's either not sold out or there's not a corporation that bought the whole thing. You can buy a $30 ticket up there, and trust me, it has all the amenities: full kitchen, full bar,
Nice.
restrooms. Greg Gagne's voice overhead. Yes, that is a selling point.
That's a
yes,
selling
it is.
point.
It is.
Yes, it
Indoor,
is.
outdoor.
Indoor, outdoor with balcony seating and table seating.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Super
It's
cool.
phenomenal. If we're running a buffet that night, ticket and buffet would be $48.
There you go.
combined.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Sounds like fun to me.
It
All
is.
right.
It is.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Sam. Where's JoJo over there?
I'm over
Sam,
here.
thank you so much for having me on. Great partnership, and we love the relationship that the Seawolves
Awesome.
have.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. And that is all the time we have. We're going to wrap it up, and we've got more coming up here at Jet Radio.